Champion of the world, an Aussie who's a superstar in America. One of our highest paid sportsmen, way ahead of Formula One's Mark Webber and even Ian Thorpe. But I'll bet most of you have never heard of him. His name is Chad Reed, and he grew up in the little town of West Wallsend in New South Wales. He made his name on the spectacular American Supercross circuit, took on the Yanks and beat them at their own highly lucrative game. And what's this Supercross? Well, here's Richard Carlton, who I suspect could be a bit of a fan.
It's Saturday, race day in Atlanta, Georgia, and the superstar has arrived.
What do you think, Atlanta? Are you ready for Supercross?
Go to any American Supercross event, and this Aussie is an icon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chad Reed.
Hey, Chad.
He's a good-looking guy, and all the girls love him, you know.
Editor of Dirt Bike magazine, Andy Wigan.
You know, there's just a sea of silicon around the pits over there, and it's quite amazing. He doesn't look sideways, you know. It's about he's there to do a job.
Good luck tonight, mate.
Thanks a lot.
Good on you.
250 main event from Atlanta, off and running. Fonseca gets a great ride, but Chad Reed out in front. Can he hold the line?
There's something about this sport that gets you in and attracts huge crowds. Tonight, 60,000.
Your leader, Chad Reed, number 22, on board the Yamaha.
It's more than racing, more than stunt riding. It's a spellbinding performance in the air and on the dirt. And right now, Chad Reed is the best in the world. On Saturdays, race days, do you get excited?
Oh, every weekend. I can't wait. I mean, my whole life, as long as I can remember, it's always been a goal of mine to get here and do exactly what I'm doing.
Chad Reed was born to ride. By the time he was 3, he'd left his wheels far behind. Growing up in the dirt-poor town of West Wallsend near Newcastle, the local cemetery was the only place to ride until the police chased him away. Parents put everything they had into a bigger property at Curry so he could practice. Have you seen him have a few spills?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And what happened?
Scares
What do you feel?
the crap out of me. I mean, you feel horrible when you're in the hospital and you're seeing them in pain and everything, but you just knew that that's what they wanted, and we done it.
All he wanted to do was race motorbikes and be world champion.
Father Mark became Chad's trainer. But were you tough on him?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Well...
He was demanding.
Yeah, I just do it right or don't do it at all. You know, that's just the way it was.
He was a bit of a bugger of an old man.
I mean, he was tough. I mean, there was rules that I had to live by that, you know, still to this day I live by him. You know, when we were at the races, and if I ever crashed, if I wasn't hurt, then I was to get back up and get on that bike.
This young man left school at 15 to race a dirt bike, and now, at the ripe old age of 23, is a multi-millionaire. There's the house in Los Angeles for when he's racing on the West Coast, and his main home on a Florida golf course for when he's racing in the East. Chad bought this farm in Florida for the sole reason of building himself 2 practice tracks.
When I first got here, I had a house that I was happy with. You know, my next contract was bigger. I wanted a bigger house. It's just, it never stops, and I think that's sad that that's the way the world is, but unfortunately that is it.
Last year, he made BRW's list of top Australian sports earners ahead of stars like Ian Thorpe and Mark Webber.
No, hey, whoa, the wind's gonna pick up. It's gonna blow it out. The wind's gonna change.
His income was $6.5 million, but that's just the base pay. With endorsements and sponsorships, the inside dirt is that Chad earned around $24 million.
I'm one of the highest paid, so to be in that position is great, for sure.
Chad's gated golf course community by a lake in Florida is a long way from where he grew up.
He used to work on his bikes and make me unscrew bolts and stuff, and that was kind of it.
Before leaving school at 15 to train full-time, Chad met Ellie, a coal miner's daughter. They got married last year.
So this is out of the fairy tale books?
I guess so.
It's a childhood romance.
I know, and actually it's kind of crazy because I never would have picked it. I don't know whether he would have either, because when we first met, I mean, we just hung out, mutual friends and whatever, but, you know, I mean, in 7th grade, when you meet somebody, you're not thinking that you're going to be married to him. At least, definitely not him. I wouldn't have picked it.
Why? Because he won't shave?
I didn't think he had anything to shave then.
When they were just 17, Chad and Ellie left home and left Australia. The world stage beckoned, so the two took off to race in Europe and then America. And he's never looked back. To be the best in the world requires great will and stamina. There's a touch of ballet here. But make no mistake, this is not for the faint-hearted.
Man, I had no idea it was so hard.
It looks so easy.
It looks so easy.
This is the toughest section of the track, the stutters. Perfecting the stutters is a skill Chad's been working on ever since Curry days.
Reed gets in tight, shows him wheel, and Reed gets the lead. So Ricky's got half.
Last year, Chad was crowned King Reed.
Chad Reed goes
In just his second season on the American circuit, he won a remarkable 10 of the 16 rounds.
Chad Reed, your winner in San Diego, and what does that do for the title?
After the season finale in Las Vegas, he was the new American and world champion.
But one thing I'm really happy about, the hard yards that we put in, he's carried through. He's world champion.
And did he appreciate the sacrifices you made?
Nah, their age, they don't appreciate nothing.
And what about...
Kids don't appreciate nothing, you know that.
Dad and Chad are still close, and they've teamed up to help the hometown's new prodigy, 14-year-old Luke George. Chad sponsors Luke, and Dad does the coaching. Mate, has anyone told you that you're mad?
Yeah, few people.
How many things have you broken?
I broke 2 wrists and a leg, my tibia and fibia on my leg.
Mark tells me that when Chad was your age, he was totally focused. No drinking, no smoking, no girlfriends?
Yeah, I don't have a girlfriend. Don't smoke, don't drink. Yeah, I'm pretty focused.
And do you need to do that to be a champ, do you think?
Yeah, you got to do it now.
Chad Reed is a man of principle. It was part of his father's training. Growing up, he never had a drink either, or even a cigarette.
You want him to sign your shirt, baby?
I want to sign a shirt.
What about if I offer you $5 million to put Benson and Hedges on your helmet?
No, it's not for me.
$10 million.
It's not for me. I'm happy with what I earn, and I don't need cigarette. I 100% disagree with it.
When you reach for the sky as fast as Chad Reed, it's a long way down. But he knows that, and maybe Chad has it in him to go higher still.
No booze, no drugs, no smoking. You're not a bad role model yourself, are you?
I've always, tried to be the best person that I possibly could be. All the above was always around me. I wanted to be the greatest. I wanted to be the best at my sport. I just felt like I made good choices, and this is the end result.